Hello everyone, welcome to Thirsty Thursdays with a Therapist. I know you guys are probably sick of me if you've seen the last couple of episodes of Thirsty Thursdays talking about therapy and finding the right therapist and speaking up in therapy. I'm only doing one more video. This is the last one for a while anyway. And I just wanted to touch on another thing that's really important. Whether it is something that you explore before going to therapy or coinciding therapy. I think it's so important. While you may be coming in because of stress or depression or wanting to work on your anger or your relationship or communication, yes, all of those things can be worked on and explored and expanded on in therapy, but sometimes there can be a block to working through those things, or it can come much slower or sometimes not at all if there are physiological things that you have not addressed or had checkups on. And so I wanted to talk about the importance of not sort of minimizing the importance of things like diet, your lifestyle in general. I like to ask clients early on, when's the last time you went to the doctor? When's your last checkup? When did you have some blood work? How's your thyroid? Like honestly, there's so many different things that can contribute to our mood or be causing us stress or just impacting how we are experiencing life. If you are in pain, really addressing any physical health issues or potential health issues, and just making sure that you are up and on it in terms of preventative care is so important. And so, if you are having constant fights, let's say with your partner, and you don't know how they start, you don't know what's happening, but you just feel like conflict is just a constant thing, a constant battle that you guys are finding yourselves in, and you tell me, I'm not sleeping. I'm sleeping like 4, maybe 3 hours a night. I toss and turn. Sleep hygiene is awful. I'm on my phone right before I go to bed, but I can't not look at it because work calls me all the time and I have to be like on all the time. Oh, and also I don't really eat breakfast and lunch. I might have like a quick crappy dinner because I'm just too busy, but I need help with my issues. You're not even able to fully show up to your relationship. You're eating like crap, you're not working out, you haven't had a doctor's appointment in who knows how long, you're not sleeping. Sleep is so undervalued. People are like, yeah, I don't really sleep, don't know, not a big deal. No, it is a big deal. And so I am saying you can have the best freaking therapist in the world. You can really want to work on this relationship or want to work on your relationship with your mother. You can really want that. But if you aren't even like having basic self-care, like if your baseline is jacked up, then we got a problem. That's going to get in the way of the work and it's going to slow you down. So I am a huge fan of, let's make these appointments. Like, let's pick up the phone right now in this first session and make some appointments. I want to check things off the box so we know that this isn't getting in the way. That's why I say, get your thyroid checked, get your blood, have your blood work done if that hasn't been in a while. See if you have any vitamin deficiencies. I mean, all that stuff. See your cholesterol, your blood pressure. Like, you should be on top of those things. And if it's been a while and you're having stress, particularly in one context of your life, or you're running into something and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to work through this. Perhaps you do. Perhaps you do need to improve your communication. Perhaps you do need to work on your tone and better communicating with your partner, your needs. Maybe you do need to work on vulnerability. But if you also are like bogged down with barely any sleep, you're likely walking around in a fog, like just getting through. So me giving you all the tools and techniques and exercises in the world, it's just gonna make it that much harder. So I need to, or you need to we need to be able to, if you are in this therapeutic process with a therapist, to say, okay, it's not any of these things. Blood's good, diet's good, working out, getting my physical activity on, like taking care of your body, your physical body, so that you can fully show up in those relationships, that you can fully show up and you can have that difficult conversation with your boss. So you can show up and ask for that raise that you deserve. Like, fully show up, and you're not walking in just a shell of yourself because you haven't eaten breakfast. Eat your breakfast, people. Let's do it. Come on. Just like, I think raise your baseline. That is the theme of today's video. Raise your baseline. I think we can get caught up just in the day-to-day and the busyness and romanticizing being busy and go, 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 go. And I don't have time for myself. I don't have time to meditate. I don't have time to go to the doctor. I don't have time for this. And our baseline is just like progressively dropping. It's like I had a granola bar at 6 p.m. That's your baseline? No wonder you're exhausted. No wonder you're snapping at your kids. Raise your baseline. So in this video on what is one thing that you can do, one actionable, attainable thing that you can do to raise your baseline. If some of the things that I mentioned are not up to par, or you have no clue where they even land in terms of your health, what's one way, one action? Maybe it's making that appointment. Maybe it's calling that dentist because you know you haven't been in 3 years. You know, what is it? Like one thing. I want you to choose one thing to raise your baseline. That's what I'm asking you to do. And if you have questions or concerns, or maybe you're struggling with even trying to navigate raising your baseline or assessing what it is, give me a call. Go on my website, www.letsunpacktherapy.com, and let's talk about it. I'll see you guys next time.